Right, everybody. We are here. Today is Thursday 11, right on the dot, and I'm here to answer any questions that has to do with foreclosure and short sale. Um, I've been in doing foreclosure and short sales since 2010, and since the market crashed in 2008. So I have done hundreds of transactions, and so my plan is to go live every Thursday to answer any questions. Now, this is my first time live streaming on multiple um, platforms. So I'm gonna try to see if I can see the Q&A if it comes up. I hopefully it'll pop up here. If not, didn't do a lot of promotions, but anyway, my goal is to answer those questions that I'm getting a lot of these days. I'm getting quite a number of inquiries, and a lot of them are repeated. So I wanted to answer them, and so I have them listed here. The first one, what I wanted to say is, the first thing that I want to mention is for those that do have questions and don't feel hesitant to ask those questions on live. You can go to this website. That's my company, and you can go to contact us. So cgsgroup.com, contact us, and you can submit your questions, and I will answer them next week, unless I get the questions within the time frame here. All right. So that's number one. Submit your questions either live during our via the chat session or on the comments. In the Facebook group, or I think no Facebook page, and I'm also streaming it live to page and LinkedIn as well. All right, and then the second thing that I want to mention is this is not about for those investors out there or agents. This is not about generating leads with regard to foreclosures. It is specifically addressing questions about whether homeowners, uh, maybe agents or investors that are dealing with homeowners that are in foreclosure or dealing with short sale situations. So those are the type of questions that I'm going to address to help those individuals, okay, homeowners and professionals. But if you're interested in learning more about how to generate leads in those areas in foreclosures, short sales, or distressed properties, go to link realestateLife360.com /Facebook group, and that will take you into the Facebook group where I moderate, and I also go live in there and talk about lead generation as well. All right. So just wanted to make that upfront. So first, the number one questions that I get asked, um, and the thing that I see a lot, this changed um, since the last, I won't say last time, since I remember. Um, Postponement of share sale in New Jersey. Now, in New York, it may be different, but I do most of my transactions in New Jersey, and so the best way, okay, because it could change from now and it can change in the future, right? So the best way is to go call your the sheriff's department in your local county office, and when you call them, you can reach out to the foreclosure department, and usually they're in the sheriff's department so every county might be different. And you can call them and ask them how many times can I postpone it, because you can actually do it twice, and how many days do I have? So one postponement is 30 days, and you're allowed two postponement uh, uh, of the sheriff sale. So maybe for those that don't know what a sheriff sale is, so basically when you stop paying the mortgage on a property, um, the bank is going to start foreclosing on your property. And the state of New Jersey, you're in a mortgage state, so it has to go through a legal proceeding. And so that typically takes about a year average, okay, give or take, depending on the bank and how backed up you are. Uh, I've seen short sales take or foreclosure take number of years. Not even going to go into the number of years, but um, so at a certain point, um, at the end of the foreclosure period, you're going to the bank is going to go, foreclose. Okay, and so it goes through a legal proceeding, and that's where the share of sale happens. And then when that happens, the homeowner will get a legal notice. Saying that, hey, your property is going to share of sale, and this is a date. And so when you get a date assigned, you can postpone it unless the bank postpones it on their own, which sometimes happens. You're legally, I guess, you as a homeowner can legally go and get a postponement. So that's two times, 30 days each, so up to 60 days. Okay, and so. Um, this is a question that was posed to me recently in a Facebook group. I don't remember where, but um, so the gentleman or somebody asked. So the date, um, actually, no, you're right. Actually, it was May 11th, which was last month, and the auction is set on the 26th of the same month. And then I asked, this was actually a text message or a Facebook message going back and forth. Um, and I asked a couple of questions because, because of I've done this so many times, so I know the questions to ask. And so basically, I needed to know when is the sheriff's sale, okay, which was on the 26th. So you got 15 days, which is about 2 weeks. And then I asked, is there any more postponements that the homeowner can legally do, and so basically he said there's no more postponements. So basically the homeowner has already used up their two postponements, and so basically what can you do? So um, now this is based on experience. I've done this for over 10 plus years, and so I've gone in those situations where you can go. The only way at this point to get a postponement is to go in front of a judge. Okay, so you can file the paperwork that's necessary in order to request additional, adjournment. And in that case, when you go in front of the judge, it's a 50-50 chance. And so I've known in in previous situations where I have gone with the homeowner go in front of a judge and let me tell you, this is not just go there and wait and it happens immediately. Okay, it is a an all day affair. And so I don't normally do that now unless I get compensated for my time, because to spend a whole day at the court, not getting paid or not knowing whether, I'm going to do something or, purchase that property or for that matter, help this homeowner out of this situation and getting compensated. I don't normally go to that extreme of going to the courthouse. So, but even if you do that, even if you to go either the homeowner or myself or somebody go there, there's a 50-50 chance so that you go in front of a judge and to be able to explain why you need that additional time period. So there's a 50-50 chance that the judge may come back and say yes or no, right? And two of the recent situation, two files that we have. One was rejected, and another one that we got 2 months, additional 2 months adjournment or postponement as a result. Okay, so there's no guarantee that there's going to be a additional postponement. So now, what will make me decide on whether I'm interested in this property or not is knowing the value of the house and how much the homeowner owes and what the bank wants. So these are additional questions that will decide whether I will pursue it, or if a homeowner comes back to me, there's additional questions that I need to ask really to make a decision or to see whether I can really help this homeowner. Okay. Um, if it's I'm going to go into various scenarios. I don't know if I have any time for that, but immediately in this situation where the homeowner, there's no more adjournment. Sorry if I'm looking over here because that's where I see the question. so I'm not looking at the camera. But um, the reason that I ask these questions of no more postponement. Now, every state has their own. Um, so I know, for example, sorry if I'm going off a tangent. Um, on a mortgage state where there's a legal proceeding. But if you're in a state where there is no mortgage, so like if you're in a trustee state, like foreclosure happens like fast, immediately. And so I'm not versed in that area, but I'm sure there is a way to postpone sheriff sale. Okay. Um, every state has that. So it's best to, find out from your courthouse or the local county courthouse. The the reason I ask these questions because there is what's called, first off is whether this is this is going to be a short sale or not. Because I ask what the house is worth, what the homeowner owes, um, I need to know that because if there's equity in the property, then we don't have to do a short sale. There's no reason for a short sale. If there is no equity and we have to short the bank, then we have to go through a whole short sale process. And if we need to go through a whole short sale process, then there is what's called a 37-day rule, right? So it's not a like I don't where they came up with that 37 days. I have no clue. All right, probably has to do with some um, federal studies or whatever. But anyway, the 37-day rule basically means that the bank or the short sale lender has to have 37 the short sale the application, the loss mitigation application has to be completed or complete 30 days prior to. So if they complete the application in 30 days and there's only 30 days left, the bank will come back and say, "Sorry, we don't have enough time to review the application, and so we cannot resume or we cannot continue reviewing your file." So that means that you have to, get a postponement. And so that's why when a homeowner comes to me and I ask why, do you have any more additional postponement? We don't immediately use those 30 2 months postponement immediately because there's a little bit of strategy involved to make sure um, that we try to delay it as much as possible because of that 37-day rule. Okay. Now, if there is no, equity in this property, then it's just a matter of just closing on this transaction. And yes, it can be done within 2 days. I mean, not 2 days. No closing can be done in 2 days. In 2 weeks. So it is possible. And so, but it all depends on the numbers and how it works out. Okay. Um, now, in this situation specifically, the bank wanted 360, and um, I think I asked I think it was an investor that came to me and asked this question, and I said, "Can you buy the property at 360 outright?" So basically, cover the mortgage so that he doesn't have to do the short sale. And the investor came back and said that no, the house needs work, and so they have to get it at below or less than 360,000. And so I said, I'm most in I have to be black and white with him and basically be upfront and said most like there's nothing that I can do unless you can get additional postponement. Then it's possible for us to short sell, but somebody has to do that, and I'm not in a position to do that. So that's where we left it off. Okay, so I was going to go into another question, but since this is my first live, let me see if there's any other there's questions in my Facebook group or my in I don't even know if I'm streaming live. I should really check actually. Um, let me see. I'm gonna go on my other screen and see if I'm actually viewing if I'm actually streaming live or not. I should have checked beforehand before I even went. Okay, so I do see me uh, on LinkedIn. I I should also check in other channels as well. But anyway, um, before I end this session, I'm probably going to go live every 15 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes at most, just because I have other things that I got to do, like most business owners. But like I said, if you have any questions, you can go to my company, cgsgroup.com. I'll probably have a more dedicated link that will make it easier for people to write their questions in. But for now, this is something I just kind of decided that I'm going to do every Thursday. I may not even do it every Thursday. I may do it every other Thursday. I may talk about lead generation, which is another topic of which I enjoy, online marketing and lead gen. But I may do that in between, but I do this because at the end of the day, I'm here to help homeowners, um, and that is what I've been doing since 2010, over 10 years plus. So that is for you. If you have any questions, go to this page and submit your questions, or you can direct message me, find me on best way. Don't go to my page to submit questions. Most likely I'll miss it. You can go to my Instagram, or you can find me on join the Facebook group, or probably best thing is LinkedIn or Instagram, where you can have a direct communication with me, message me or direct message me. Um, and then for those investors or real estate professionals that are looking into lead generation, you can go to that link dot real estate life 360 .com / Facebook group. All right. For those, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you. Like I said, my goal was to do it every week, but I may I'm not sure. I may switch it off every other week to talk about lead generation. But I'll let me think about it a little bit, and because I don't want to commit to it and then not show up. And that's basically what I've been doing previously. But I am committed every Thursday to go live at 11 o'clock. Whether I talk about foreclosure or another topic, I will decide at a later time. All right. Thanks for showing up, and until next time. Okay. Bye now.